So when we think of big upcoming PlayStation exclusives, I think we can all agree that God of War Ragnarok is one of the first games that pops into your mind. There are others, but God of War is, I think, the most anticipated PlayStation Studios title that's currently in development that we know about, and for good reason. God of War 2018 was a masterpiece, and I don't think anybody could really deny that. And I think that when you look at God of War Ragnarok, now that we know this is the conclusion to the Norse saga, people are very much interested in the story that's going to be told here, how this is all going to be wrapped up. I think everybody's expecting something epic. I think everybody is expecting some twists and turns. Even in God of War 2018, there were a few twists and turns, but it seems like this time around, there may be more. There may be some surprises that we didn't see coming. So this is reading from The Gamer, and it says, speaking to IGN, Eric Williams revealed that with God of War Ragnarok, Santa Monica Studio wanted to tell a very heartfelt and epic story about the father and son duo on a journey and their inner struggle. In the director's words, players will see dramatic slices of their life and how they deal with their emotions, and it was important for them to deliver a proper ending for both titles at once. Williams is convinced that mundane things are just as interesting as big world events, so perhaps you can expect more personal, smaller tidbits about Kratos and his son. With the harsh Norse environment around them, the team at Santa Monica say they've crafted an experience that's very worthy of the God of War name. At the end, we just want to have an ending that feels very surprising, yet inevitable, based on all of those things, Williams explained. Additionally, the director confirmed that Ragnarok will indeed happen in the game, just as you can suggest from its title. Prepare yourselves, he warned. So, for those who are not aware, Eric Williams, he is the new director of God of War. Corey Barlog is passing the torch, and he seems to be letting us know that if you are somebody who is curious about where this game is headed, how it's going to wrap up, obviously he's not going to spoil it blatantly. Why would he do that? But he is giving us a bit of a hint here. He's saying that we can expect it to be surprising, yet inevitable. I think that the word inevitable is the word that's very interesting. That's a very interesting word to use, because inevitable could imply a few things. Is he saying that the fact this is Ragnarok and therefore the end of the Norse saga, it's inevitable that this is the final title that's based in this mythology? I don't think that's what he means. I think he's talking about something potentially happening at the end of God of War Ragnarok that feels inevitable. Now, to me, instinctively, I want to go towards both Kratos and Atreus will make it out in one piece, and they're going to move on to, I don't know, maybe Egypt or somewhere else and continue with their journey. But inevitable could also mean something else. It could mean that maybe this is the final God of War game where Kratos is the main character. I don't necessarily know that that means they will, kill Kratos, or that his time within the God of War series is going to be over. I mean, it doesn't really make much sense, right? Like, he is the God of War. There's been a lot of conversations about whether or not Sony is going to attempt to continue the God of War franchise without Kratos. Is that a possibility? Well, of course it is. Anything's possible. Is it something that makes a lot of sense? I'm not so sure. Could you see the next title after Ragnarok maybe being set in Egypt, but Kratos isn't part of the game? It's starring Atreus. I think some people could see that, but I think others are kind of just thinking to themselves, but that's not God of War. Kratos is the God of War. It just wouldn't make sense to not have him involved. So it's hard to say what exactly Eric Williams is alluding to here. Again, by inevitable, he could just be simply saying that it's going to be, over the top. It's going, as he says, it's going to be a title and an experience that's worthy of the God of War name. And when you think about that, you think about epic battles, just crazy things happening. But it kind of all coming full circle, I guess you could say, in the end. And so we'll see what happens with this. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes here to talk about this because I'm very excited for God of War Ragnarok, and we're looking to get new information on the title, but it seems like that's gonna kind of be a little while from now. We're still a ways away from this game launching, but yeah, at this point, I'm going to be interested to see what you guys have to say. What do you think about Eric Williams telling us that the conclusion to this game, this title, God of War Ragnarok, is going to be surprising yet inevitable, and telling us to prepare ourselves? I don't know. I think he's trying to let us know something without directly spoiling it, but you guys can leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Leave the video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.